everyone, so today I decided to do a look from Browniegirls from their new music video Brave New World, and I'll be doing Gain's look in this video. And as usual, I've already done my foundation and eyebrow, so we don't waste any time. So if you would like to see how I've done this eye look, just stay tuned and keep on watching. So the first thing I'll be using is the 3 Concept Eyes eyeliner, and this is in the shade Zorro, which is a black eyeliner. And what I'm doing here is I'm just applying this all over the lid, and I'm just following my crease line. Because I could see my crease, it was easy for me to apply this eyeliner, but in Gain's look, she have monolids, so it was a bit tricky. But yeah, just apply this all over the eyes. And then what I'm going to do is using my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the Shadow Couture palette. Using the shade Morocco with my blending brush, I'm just going to blend out the harsh lines. And then the next color I'll be using is metallic. And what I'm going to do is apply like the upper half of my lid, if that makes sense, like just right under my crease bar on the top. Just imagine like wearing a double eyelid tape. But yeah, that's where you would want to apply it, if that makes sense. But making sure I don't cover up the black at the lower line where the eyeliner usually is at. But anyway, taking the shade Noir, I don't know how to say it, with like a rounded pointy brush, I'm just going over the black again just to have the black more obvious, and then just going over the crease line as well. And then once you're done with that, taking a pointy fluffy brush and then using the shade Fudge, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my crease line, if that makes sense, making like a fake crease but like a huge one. And then yeah, if you can see from here, what I'm doing is I'm not really doing it really well, but it's okay. I'm going to give you a little hack. Yep, I'm going to use a cotton bud just to define the look a bit more, because what happened was when I was blending before, the brown was obvious, but I just removed that one just so that, you know, my black wasn't that harsh when I applied that on, if that makes sense. And then using the same black eyeliner, I'm just tightlining and I'm just applying on my lower lash line as well. And then using the shade Fudge again, I'm just applying on my lower lash line. And then for my inner corner of my eyes, my lower lash line, I mean, I'm just using the same metallic shade again and just apply it roughly at the bottom. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. I'm not going to apply mascara because I'm going to put falsies. And the first falsies I'm using is the Cara number S1. And then what I'm going to do is, because I want my outer lashes to flare out more, I'm just using another eyelashes, and I'm using the Face Shop, and this is, I'm not sure what number this is, sorry, oh, it's number 6. For the bottom lash, I'll be applying mascara, and I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, and the eye look is complete. And for the face, I'm just using both from Benefit Hoola for the bronzer and Benefit Coral Lid Style for the blush. The blush wasn't that obvious in Gain's look, I don't think, but I could see there's a bit of like a peachy look from the video, but I could see that, you know, her face was pretty bronzed up, and there's a lot of highlighter as well. So to make my highlighter more obvious, I'm just using my finger, and the highlighter I'm using is from Colourpop, and this is in the shade Lunch Money. So I'm just applying this on my cheeks and a lot on my nose. As you can see, I just keep looking back at the picture to make sure that I put like a lot, and then I put on my upper lips as well and a little bit on my chin. And then the lipstick I'm using is Kiss and Blush, and this is from YSL, and this is in the shade 12, which is a pretty nude shade. And yeah, the look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.